Hi, welcome to Lesley's challenge, week number 2. I'm Lesley and this is going to be the challenge for this week. So it's VE Day, all right, so 75 years ago in 1945 there was victory in Europe. Brilliant, right? We've got 75 in that, we've got a 19 and we've got a 45. Perfect for setting a challenge. Okay, so what I've decided that we're going to do this week is 75 reps of an exercise, followed by 19 reps of another exercise, followed by 45 reps of another exercise, and then we're going to keep rotating it round so we end up with 3 sets. Okay, couple of minutes rest, up to a couple of minutes rest or so in between each set. 1 to 2 minutes is fine, and then we're going to move on. I've come up with 6 groups of 3 exercises in each group. You can pick one of those and just do the challenge with one of those, or you can decide to do more than one of the groups, okay? But please do them on separate days. Or if you really want to power it through this week, you can do one group each day towards the end of the week. Okay, I'm going to take you through the different exercises in just a moment. But hopefully that's kind of going to make some sense. So 3 exercises, 3 rounds. We're just going to rotate through the different rep ranges. Have a couple of minutes rest or so in between the sets. All right, so I'm going to show you through what we're doing. Okie dokie, so the first group that I want to take you through with 3 exercises again. We've got burpees, press-ups and cobra retractions. So for a burpee, just going to show you, make sure I've got enough space. All right, drop yourself down, jump yourself back, jump in and jump up nice and high, okay? Or we can come down, walk your feet out, come in and step up. Show you again, jump, okay, or step, is up to you, all right? So that would be your burpee. Press-ups, lie yourself all the way down, take the hands out, just a little bit wider than your shoulders, that's probably just a bit wider than your mat if you have one. Ease yourself forward, so we're going to bring the shoulders forward so that the chest is between the hands, and we're going to lift up onto the toes, drop down and push up. Elbows, just make sure they pin backwards a little bit behind the shoulders, all right, but don't tuck in too close to the ribs. Come down onto your knees if you want to take a slightly lower option and do the same, okay? A third option, step your knees in just a little bit closer, drop down and keep your bottom high into the sky. All right, now a cobra retraction, lie yourself all the way down. We're going to be working through into the back, all right? Make sure you look down so we keep the neck in line and keep your toes nice and firmly on the floor. Lift yourself up, reach your hands forwards and squeeze your elbows in towards your rib cage. There's a little lift and a squeeze, all right? Just float the elbows in and back, okay? Good. So that's group A. Group B, we have got squats, star jumps and reverse curls. So squats, stand yourself up, come as wide as you want to with your legs, wherever's comfortable for you. Allow your feet just to point out naturally. All right, pull your shoulder blades back so the chest stays nice and proud, and just pull in a little bit for your tummy. Just rotate your hips forwards. Sink yourself back, okay? So you're going to come as low as you want, but don't go too far past your knees. So just drop to about parallel and lift up. Most of the weight should be roughly from the ball of the foot back into the heel, okay? And we're just going to make sure that the knees are following the same direction as the toes. Now a star jump, so we can do star jump or a jack. A jump jack would be here. We could do a half or a full or a big star jump. Okay, that would be a full star jump. A reverse curl, I'm going to do sideways on, otherwise you're just going to get dodgy shots. Okay, so ease yourself onto your back. All right, bring your feet up into the sky and just pull in nice and tight through your tummy. So just pull in so that the back is just a slight engagement with the floor. Palms face up to the sky, draw the knees in towards the chest. Extend out, keeping your tummy button pulled in nice and tight. Okay, I've got a wardrobe in the way, but if you wanted to, you can try and extend your legs a little bit further as you go. Think about pulling and rotating in just from the lower abs, all right? Just use that connection there squeeze, and try and avoid pressing with the hands. Okay, so in group number 3, we've got plank jacks, plank taps, and twisting mountain climbers. All right, so it's a nice block, this one. I like this one. Come into a plank position. So we want to have straight arm planks in this if we can. All right, just lean forwards onto the hands. The hands are roughly, well, going to be definitely shoulder width apart. Elbows should be, your arms, sorry, should be straight, but try not to overlock the elbows. Okay, just keep them a little bit soft and just pull back and down through the shoulder blades. Okay, when you're ready, just lift up onto your toes. A plank jack, we jump out and in. Okay, out and in, just a little jump. If that's too much, just tap your feet out to the side. Okay, and again we can come down and just take it out from knee to knee. So just extend that leg and then come back into a kneeling position. All right, so we stay in the same position for our plank taps. I'm going to come up a little bit more. So when we're here, again, hands are directly under the shoulders. Really grip into the ground with your fingers. Just press the weight forwards. Take your feet a little bit wider just for some more stability. From here, lift up and tap one hand to the opposite shoulder, trying to keep your body as still and as stable as you can. All right, so try and avoid rolling. Keep things nice and steady. All right. Our third one will be a mountain climber, twisting mountain climber. So again, hands, hands where they are. A lot on the shoulders in this one. Hands up where they are. Up we come. Bring one knee towards the opposite elbow. Okay. So we can go at a fairly steady pace, or we can start to take it up. All right. One rep would be left and right. Okay. So left, right is 1 rep, 2 reps. Okie dokie. So for our fourth grouping, or group D, whichever one you want to say, we've got high knees, renegade row, and a floor sissy squat. So high knees, we lift, left, left, left. Go to the pace that you want to go from. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so left, right is 1 rep. All right, renegade row. Again, we're down into that plank position. So hands are underneath the shoulders, feet are just a little bit wider than the hips, and we pull everything really nice and tight. From here, one arm, pull in, squeeze the elbow into your rib cage, let it float past the rib cage, drop, pull. If you have a weight, then obviously you can use that if you wish. Come to the knees, we can go again. All right, so think about the engagement through the back and just pull it really nice and tight. Woo, and then we've got our sissy squats. Again, we're starting in a plank position here. All right, I want you to float back so that the knees, you can see they're just creeping away from the floor. All right, sit back towards your heels like you're going to pounce forwards. All right, weight stays low the whole time. Okay, keep the hips low, sink back, press forwards, and just press your heels back when you come into the plank position. Really drive your heels back so we can engage those quads even more. Okay, so group number 5, or group number E, we've got a bent over row, a lunge or a power lunge, and an inverted press. This is going to work through into the shoulders. So bent over row is for the back. If you've got weights or a band, then use these. Otherwise, I'll show you what to do if you don't. It's no problem. Okay, just take the band, place it under your foot. Now, it depends on the tension, so you might need to hold it wider or just step both feet in if you want to make it a bit harder, a bit heavier. Okay, or not do that to make it lighter. Stand yourself up, feet are about hip width apart, and just press your hips back. Bend your knees and lean forwards for around about 30-45 degrees, okay? Grab a hold of your band, all right? Just open it out, and now just pull back, squeeze the elbows back behind you. Think about beginning the movement from the shoulder blades. So open the chest by pinning the shoulder blades back. All right, draw them together and squeeze. All right, nothing else moves apart from the arms and the shoulder blades. If you don't have a band, don't worry about it. All right, it's the same position. Ease yourself forward, so some weight through into the legs and into the glutes. Ground your feet, but make sure there's a light pressure through the toes. Bring the hands forwards, squeeze. Elbows are gonna just pull back and we ease them back forwards again. So just squeeze back through the shoulder blades, drawing the arms in and back, okay? Second exercise was a lunge. So we're gonna just take our feet about hip width apart. We're gonna keep them on that plane for the whole movement. Step yourself forwards and bend both knees. The back knee stays off the floor and the heel on the back leg comes up as well. All right, about 90 degrees at the knees, and the knees are tracking in line with the toes. Push yourself back, change legs. Okay, body stays nice and tall, nice and tight through the core. Take a big push off that front foot. All right, a power lunge, we would start in our lunge position, so 90-90 at the feet, at the knees, and at the ankles, whatever, and then lift yourself up, big jump, one to the other, okay? Nice and tall for everything else. Inverted press, we're going to come into a plank position, okay? All right, so into a plank position, walk your feet in just a little bit and lift your bottom high into the sky. Look back towards your feet and you're going to aim your head just between your hands. So get as much weight into your arms as you dare. Bend your knees if you wish. Elbows are going to point backwards. Okay? Don't pull your elbows in. Just let them go back in their natural alignment. Drop in. If you need to make it, just take the pressure off. Walk back a little bit. Bend your knees and go again. Try not to come too far back because we'll end up in a press up. Keep the weight through into your shoulders. Okay? Right, group number 6 or F. This is our final grouping that I'm going to show you through. Okay, so your last 3 exercises, we've got a diver. So we're looking at things with the shoulders, into the triceps and such as well. All right, we've got oblique twists, otherwise some people call them Russian twists. And then we've got a kneel to low squat. It's a nice one. So, plank position. Lifting your hips quite nice and high. Lift yourself up. Now I want you to float your body weight down. Bend your elbows, but keep them off of the floor. Scoot forwards, scrape your face up against the floor, and then you ease yourself back. Okay, lift. Just skim across and push yourself up nice and high. Bring the hips back. Okay, if you need to, then you just bend the knees, drop down, push yourself high, sit back onto the knees, and lift. Okay, so you start through on the knees, scoot up, push back. Okay, drop. That would be your diver. Oblique twist. So just sit yourself back halfway, one side, the other side. 1, 2 reps. If you have something to hold a bit extra weight, if you want that, absolutely fine. Okay, just look at the movement through the shoulders, rotate, pull nice and tight through the core, and just wring it out, twisting through the abs and the obliques. Okay, kneel to low squat. So this one, obviously, we're going to start ourselves into a kneeling position. All right, it's keeping things nice and in line. So just think about where the legs are. Keep them in line with everything. Bring one foot up. Bring the other foot up, but stay in a squat. Drop down and down. Alternate the sides. Lift, lower. Okay, sitting down each time. Kneel to low squat. Here we go. Good luck.